again. Well, good evening. I have to stop the first broadcast. It seems like somebody's trying to hack in my Facebook account while I'm busy. So everything just collapsed and went down. So I have to stop the whole broadcast and restart again. But it seems like the problem is ongoing. So I really don't know who's watching me from which side, from which platform, because it seems like I can't get my Facebook connected. I was also checking on my YouTube. It seems like I'm also not connected there. I really don't know what is happening. Okay, I think I'm on Facebook now, live, but not on Facebook. So I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Let me just check something quickly again. Just check something quickly. It seems like I can't check. I'm not on my profile. I really don't know what's going on. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Something is not all right. Okay, something is not fine. So seems like I'm only on YouTube, not on Facebook. So, well, if anyone is on YouTube that's watching me, let me know who's watching me and from where. Seems like that is the only place where I'm airing now. Okay. So it seems like I'm only on WhatsApp. I mean on YouTube. Seems like I'm only on YouTube. Not on WhatsApp. So yeah, join me. I'm alive now. I know there's not a lot of people on YouTube, but probably you'll find the video later. Well, I'm talking about self-image, creating a positive self-image, creating a positive self-image, creating a positive self-image. That's what I'm talking about, creating a positive self-image. Okay, creating a positive self-image. And I said self-image means what you portray yourself. Self-image means what you portray yourself or the mental picture of yourself. So how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself physically? How do you see yourself emotionally? How do you see yourself based on your experience? How do you see yourself based on your experience, based on your life lessons, your abilities, your qualities? How do you see yourself? You know, this question is so important because if you are able to see yourself as you will be able to impact your world in a different way. But most of us, we see ourselves based on what other people say about us or based on how other people see us. We see ourselves through other people's eyes. We see ourselves through other people's opinions. We believe what other people say about us. We believe the opinion of other people about us. And therefore, we want to live like other people because that's what people are portraying us to be. And this is where we also find the competition or comparisons, where we want to compare ourselves with other people because we are not really sure who we are. So therefore, we want to be like our friends. We want to be like our neighbors. We want to be like somebody else. And therefore, at the end of the day, we don't really live our lives to the fullest. At the end of the day, we don't really live our lives to the fullest because we are trying to be like someone else. So what are the things that you must look out for? What are the things you must look out for? Be careful about how other people perceive you. Because if you start putting your emotions, your feelings, your everything on how people see you, you are on the road to miss exactly who you are. You are on the road of hurt and pain and disappointment because you will start living according to other people's expectations. And the moment you start living according to other people's expectations, you are not going ready to live your life. You are not going to live your life as you. So, and this is so important that we kind of find ourselves, find our own image, find who we truly are, because in that way we'll be able to live our lives with satisfaction. We live our lives to the fullest. We live our lives with the happy and all that. But the moment you start looking at yourself or judging yourself based on other people's opinion, other people's expectations, or seeing yourself through other people's eyes, you are on the way to disappointment, because you start living out a lie. You are going to live out a fake life. You are going to have this mask on your face because you are trying to please the people that are around you. You want to fit in. You want them to appreciate you. You want them to say, oh, yes. You want to wear like other people because you want to have their image. You want to look like them. You want to have the same understanding like them. And that's why it's so important to understand, how do you see yourself? Who are you? You see yourself with your own eyes, in your own eyes, with your own understanding, or you see yourself with the eyes of other people? So I'm already behind my time. I'm just going to run quickly through this whole thing. How to create a positive self-image. How to create a positive self-image. The first thing is that you need to be realistic about yourself. Be realistic about yourself. Who are you? What are your abilities? What are your qualities? What are the qualities that you possess? Your values. What are the values that you possess? How do you understand the essence of your life, the value of your life? What qualities do you have? What is that you can do that's unique from any other person? So not because people are expecting you to live that way, not because that's what people are expecting you to do, or that's how people are expecting you to understand, but because that is who you are. So the first thing that you need to do is to be realistic about yourself. Be honest about yourself. Be honest about yourself. Number two, be realistic about the world around you. Let me say this. If you are not realistic about you, you are going to live a lie. When you are not realistic about yourself, you are going to live a lie. And how you see yourself reflects on how you see the world around you. How you see yourself reflects how you see other people. And that's why you need to understand. You need to understand and be realistic about yourself. Because the moment you are realistic about yourself, and you will be realistic about the world around you. Sometimes we get disappointed, we get hurt. Sometimes we don't accomplish the things we're supposed to accomplish because we see the world with the eyes of other people. And therefore, that does not give us satisfaction from within. It does give us that peace of mind, because you are kind of not living your own world. You are living somebody else's world. Therefore, how you see yourself, that will reflect on how you see other people. So, number one, be realistic about yourself. How to create a positive self-image. Be realistic about yourself. Number two, be realistic about the world around you. Number three, embrace who you are. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Respect yourself. Honor yourself. Okay? Embrace who you are. Self-love is the best thing. If you can't love yourself, it will be very difficult to love anybody else. If you don't love yourself, it will be very difficult for you to love anyone else. And that's why self-love is so important. So embrace who you are. Self-love is very, very important. Many people, they are so negative about themselves. They don't see any good about themselves. They always see good in other people. Oh, if I can only be like Maria, if I can only be like Johannes, if I can only be like who, if I can have this big muscle, if I can just have this small tummy, or if I can have just this big boom. You know, we compare ourselves with other people. Or if my teeth were like this, not like if I could speak like who. So you know, the moment you spend so much time comparing yourself with other people, seeing only the good in other people, appreciating only the good in other people, and not in yourself, you are in for a treat. You are in trouble. And that's why you need to love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Self-love. Number 4, adopt a positive attitude towards yourself and the world around you. Start seeing good things about you. Start speaking good about yourself. I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. Start seeing good things about you. Speak them. And stop comparing yourself to any other person. No, I wish I had this height like who. I wish I was like this. I wish I had a complexion of skin or this and all that. You know, you are hating on yourself. You are hating on yourself. So you need to start adopting a positive attitude towards yourself and the world around you. The moment you start seeing good things about you, you start seeing good things in the world as well. You start seeing good things in the life of other people. You are going to be at peace with other people when they are themselves. When you start to be yourself, you start appreciating the world around you. But the moment you compare yourself with other people and you want to be like other people, you wish you have what other people have, all what you are going to release is a negative energy towards yourself. So you need to start releasing a positive energy towards yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Number 5, stop criticizing yourself. Men, there are just some people when they're in a mirror, all they see is negative things about them. Oh, my eyes. Oh, my nose is too big. Oh, my teeth are too big. Oh, my complexion is too dark or it's too light. Oh, my hair. And all this, you know, so much of negative energy. You know, stop criticizing yourself. Start appreciating yourself. Yes, sometimes it's based on other people, especially for us married couples. Sometimes these things are released without even thinking. And sometimes I do this. Okay, sometimes you say a negative comment about your partner without you really thinking through it, without being conscious about it. And the other people will start now looking at himself and say, oh, I'm too fat, or I'm too big, or I'm like this, or I'm not alive. And you know, those kind of things, when you start dwelling on what people say about you, you start criticizing yourself. While it's always good also to learn from other people, to hear what other people say, but they must not determine how we live our lives. They must not determine how we treat ourselves. They must not determine how we respect ourselves and honor ourselves. And that's why you need to stop criticizing yourself. Start comparing yourself to other people. No, I wish I was like this. I wish I was taller than like who, or I was more of a stone skin or whatever. Stop criticizing yourself. Look at yourself and appreciate you. You are wonderfully and fearfully made, the craftsman of the maker. So you are the best version of yourself. And until you start accepting yourself, until you start looking at yourself and appreciate yourself, love that person that you see in the mirror. Speak positive about that person you see in the mirror. Oh, I'm smart. I am intelligent. I'm handsome. I'm beautiful. Oh, I just love me. Start speaking positive about yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Don't give room. Don't give room about what other people say about you. When you allow too much of the opinion of other people, what they tell you, oh, I think your tummy is getting too big. Oh, I think your nails need this and all. You see, you start comparing yourself every time with other people. You start looking at other people and look at yourself. At the end of the day, you start looking down on yourself because other people are saying something or they are having something that you don't have. And that is the beauty of life. We will never be the same. We will never talk the same. We will never look the same. We will never have the same things. We will never have the same bodies, same tone, same complexion. It's impossible. And that's what makes us unique. So stop criticizing yourself. Stop talking down on yourself and thinking you are not good enough. Oh, if I was just having this, if I was having this car, this house, or this. Stop criticizing yourself. Start appreciating yourself. So that is number 5. Stop criticizing yourself. Number 6, appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate it. The fact that you are, you see, if you go in a field, especially this time, the rainy season, especially here in Namibia, if you go in a field, you find different kinds of flowers. And because of different colors, different looks, different makes, that's what makes them actually look more beautiful altogether. That's what makes them more beautiful. Because if you're having only yellow flowers everywhere, come on. Look at the logo of Equity History Makers. We have yellow, we have green, we have a bit of white in it. And that's what makes beautiful. That's what makes unique. Okay? That's what makes it unique. No, look at it. Look at it there on the screen there. So, don't compare yourself to others. Appreciate your uniqueness. I mean, dark complexion, so that when dark complexion and light complexion come together, things are going to be actually even more beautiful. It's going to be even more beautiful. Mrs. I think it's Mrs. Waipambunga, you are welcome. Thank you very much for joining our broadcast. Please share, and like the broadcast and subscribe, and just hit that notification button. Okay? So it's always good to appreciate your uniqueness, because that's what makes us so beautiful, because you are unique. This one are light skin, this one are black skinned, or whatever you call it. And that's what makes us so beautiful. That's what makes us so beautiful. That's what makes us unique. Okay? And I always said, unless you have something different from other people, you become irrelevant. If everything you have, everybody else is having it, why should people want you? Why should people need you in their life? Because whatever you bring to the table, everybody else is bringing it on the table already. So that's what makes us unique, is because we are different from everyone else. And that's why, if you really have to create your own image, you need to appreciate a positive image. You need to appreciate who you are. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Adopt a positive attitude. So that is number 6. Appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate your uniqueness. Okay? Number 7. Concentrate on what interests you most. I see this a lot with young people. You see that young people are easily influenced and easily, they call it what? Peer pressure. But sometimes I also see it in adults that sometimes it's also, don't know how you call it now, but it's peer pressure anyway, because it's people of your same group, same classes, same age. You see, there's so much, peer pressure. You see that people will try by all means just to talk like their friends. They try so bad just to dress like their friends. They try so much just to have what their friends are having. You know, go to the same salon that other people are going. Do the same thing. And you see that sometimes when the person sees that the other person is doing something and it's like gaining popularity or becoming famous, and everybody will now want to do that, because they see like, hey, it's becoming popular, so let me also join the group. No. Because you see, that person is doing well in that field because he has found something unique about himself. You got to find something unique about yourself. And that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. That's what's going to put you on a different level, because you are bringing something new on the table. Because everybody's a carpenter doesn't mean you have to be a carpenter. They might be making good money. They might be popular. They might be well known. But man, they have started somewhere. They have found themselves. You got to find yourself. Concentrate on what you can do most. Let me say, Maybe somebody's a carpenter, but you know you are good at farming. Okay? And it seems like everybody's looking down on farming. It doesn't matter. Do your farming because you are going actually to give the best out of you are going to bring out the best out of you because you are doing something that you love doing. At the end of the day, even those that were laughing at you, even those who are looking down on you, they'll start looking at you and say, man, this guy is progressing, is moving somewhere because you are bringing something different on the table that nobody else is doing. And that's why concentrate on what you can do best. Concentrate on your unique gift. Concentrate on your unique gift. Don't just try to do things because everybody else is doing it. No, concentrate on your unique gift. And that's so important. Don't just try to follow anyone. Don't just try to do what other people are doing. Be yourself. Be different. It's always good to be different. I'm telling you, people who impact the world are people who decided just to be themselves. Let me give you this story, and probably some of you have read this story before, of William Wilberforce in the early 80s. William Wilberforce was a young senator in England Parliament, and he stood up against slavery, okay, in England, and everybody hated him. Everybody hated him because people were making a lot of money from that. But the guy stood his ground. I mean, all the rich guys, they never wanted to associate with him because he was interfering in their way of making business. But this guy stood his ground. His motion was turned down several times, but just few years before he died. Oh, the motion was passed, it went through, and then the bill was approved to stop slave trade. Okay? You know this kind of things. Imagine if he just wanted to fit in. Let me not touch what people don't like. Let me just go with the flow, whatever people. If I do something that's against the people, nobody likes me. That's what makes you unique. You don't have to please everybody, but there will be people that will be happy with what you are doing. There will be people who appreciate what you are doing because they know that what you are doing actually affects or impacts the world. So let's not just be easygoers, just following the crowd. We must be different. Let's do what interests us most. That was number what now? I can't even remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was number 7. Number 8. My favorite one. Number 8 is my favorite one. Get positive role models. Get people who are doing what you want to do. Watch their lives. See how they have done it. Follow them. Learn from them. Hear their side of the story. Look at what do I want to do? Who else outside there is doing what I want to do? What you love to do, what you do best. And then make that person your mentor. Make that person your role model. Follow through that person. Listen to that person. Learn from that person. Hear their side of the story. Now, I've noticed something, especially when your mentor is very close to you, most of the time. I've noticed this. Even in my own life, I made this mistake. When your mentor is very close to you, one thing that we don't know, when your mentor is far, he kind of like he's an idol, or she kind of become an idol. I know a friend of mine who really loved Oprah, and she wanted just to be like Oprah, okay? And she completely idolized Oprah. But that was now sometimes many years ago. Now, sometimes when a person is far, we love everything about them because we see them only on the spotlight. But when your mentor is very close to you, then you start seeing their mistakes. You start seeing their weaknesses. You start seeing that, okay, they are not really where I thought they are. Now, when you start seeing these things in your mentor, it's not a time for you to look down on them. It's not time to stop following them. No, that is a time actually for you to learn, to realize that we are all humans, and at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. And then you look at your mentor, what mistakes your mentor is doing, so that you yourself learn from those mistakes to say, I don't want to do this. If I'm not going to do what this person has done, then what should I do for me to avoid this mistake? So when you are actually following somebody and you see their mistakes, that is also a lesson for you, because lessons are not always positive. Some of them are negative. That's why I see, for example, even holy books, books that we call holy, like the Bible. Not everything is perfect. There are a lot of mistakes there. Why you think God allowed those mistakes to be written on the Bible? So that we learn from those mistakes, so we don't repeat the same mistake. So get a mentor, a positive role model in your life, a person that you look up to. But when you start now seeing the other side of the coin, it's not time for you to write them off. It's time for you to learn from them. It's time to say, okay, they have gone that way, but I think if I will, in fact, I'm busy writing a book. I'm busy writing a book because most of us, when we look at mentors, we look at people who are ahead of us. What we want to learn is only how did they do it there, but we don't look at the mistakes that they have done. Okay, because the mistake between what they have done and between their mistakes, there is a gap that if I can fill those gaps, I'll even become much better than them. If I look at, I say, okay, this is the mistake they have done this, but I think he's supposed also to do this. That gap will help you actually to be much better than what they have done before. Or for you to accomplish your purpose even much far way better than them. So get a positive role model, somebody that you look up to, somebody that you learn from. If it's possible, contact the person, talk to the person. So sometimes just think a person who is very far from you, you can't relate to them that much, you can't talk to them. You know, sometimes it's very, very difficult because you will never know the negative part of them. You will not know the handles that they have to go through. You will not know the difficulties that they have to go through. It's always good to have a mentor that you can have a relationship with. You sometimes have even more than one. I have more than 3 mentors, people that I follow so closely. And most of them, I see that we have kind of similarities. We have some things that are almost the same. And that makes it even more interesting because now I will say, okay, if our characters are almost the same, our intuition is almost the same, our way of doing things is almost the same. When they make a mistake, so that I be careful so that I don't make those mistakes that they have done. So that's why I need to get a mentor. That's why I need to get a mentor. Excuse me, let me just get something quickly here. That's why I need to get a mentor. And I'm telling you, I know I also want to sell my book, but I'm telling you, if you get your hands on this book, there's so much you can learn from this book. Dare to move on. You can get it on Amazon. You can buy from there. In Venduk, you can get it from Shipe Herunga, our own athlete. So you can get a copy from her, or you can call me, and I'll be happy to give you one copy. So get a mentor. Get a mentor. All right. That was number 8. Number 9, positive confession. I mentioned this already when I was just almost at the beginning. Positive confession. Start speaking positive about yourself. Start speaking good things about yourself. Start speaking good things about yourself. Never criticize yourself. Speak good things about yourself. I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. I will make it. I'll close a deal today. I'm going to be a good teacher today. My kids are wonderful. My kids are beautiful. Oh, everybody loves me. Everybody cares about me. Speak positive. Start confessing positively about yourself. Start speaking positive about yourself. A lot of people don't speak good things about them. Every time they look at themselves in the mirror, they do is to criticize themselves. The last one for tonight. The last one for tonight. Before I just run through all of them again, the last one for tonight. Love people on purpose. Love people on purpose. Just love people. You see, one of the biggest mistakes that we do, you can have a positive self-image, but if you don't love people, if you don't care about people, if you don't listen to people, if you don't mind about people, how are you going to have any effect in life? Because for you to get where God wants you to be, you have to have people. You need people. Sometimes God uses people to help us. In fact, that's what God does. He uses people to help us to get where we want to go. He uses people to bless us. He uses people to promote us. He uses people to to give us opportunities in life. So love people on purpose. Just love people. You know, don't really care about what people say about you. Even sometimes when people speak negative things about you, just brush it off. Look at them in the eyes and just smile and bless them and tell them, I love you. I care about you. So love people on purpose. Love people on purpose. Well, let me just repeat again. Sorry for that. Let me just repeat again my point. My point of tonight on how to create positive self-image. I'm not going to explain now. I'm just going to go in one by one because I explained already. Share the video with your friends, with your families. Let everybody hear this message. Be realistic about yourself. That was number one. Number two, be realistic about the world around you. Because if you are not realistic about yourself, you will never be realistic about the world around you. Embrace who you are. Self-love. Just love yourself on purpose. Treat yourself nice. Bath nice. Smell nice. Dress nice. Just love yourself. Look nice on purpose. Go in the mirror and say, man, I'm looking great. I rock. Appreciate yourself. Adopt a positive attitude towards yourself and towards the world around you. Stop criticizing yourself. Biggest mistake a lot of people are doing, criticizing themselves. Everything they see about themselves is just negative. Everything they see about themselves is just negative. My friend, you are hurting yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Now, I cannot overemphasize that point. Stop criticizing yourself. Yes. Number 6, appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate your uniqueness. Your height, your body, your tone, your complexion of your skin, the way you speak, it's created that way for a purpose. Nothing wrong with you. Don't allow people to put you down. Just appreciate yourself and say, man, I rock. I am great. I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. Nobody so beautiful, so handsome like me. Appreciate yourself, your uniqueness. It doesn't matter how you look. God created you that way for a reason, just to bring beauty in this world. Imagine if we were all looking alike. Man, this world is going to be boring. Talking alike, doing things alike. The world is going to be boring. I'm telling you, the world is going to be boring. So, thank you very much, Moses. Please go ahead, just have your copies online. It's available there. And thank you for watching me. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7, concentrate on what interests you most. Concentrate on what interests you most. I know this is the most difficult one because sometimes we look at other people, what they are doing, and they seem to be famous, they seem to be popular, they seem to be making a lot of money, and we just want to imitate. At the end of the day, you are doing something that you are not enjoying doing. You are forcing yourself just to wake up to go to that office. You are forcing yourself just to wake up to do that job. You hate to go to work every day because you are forcing yourself to do something that you don't really enjoy doing. So, therefore, make sure that you concentrate on what interests you most. What is that you can do, even if nobody was ready to pay you? If nobody was ready to pay you, what are you going to? What is that thing that you are ready to do? All right? So that is number 7. Number 8, get positive role models. Get positive role models. Get positive role models. People that you look up to, people that you follow, people that you are doing what interests you. You see that these guys, man, that is exactly where I want to go. And I want to follow in their footsteps. Follow those people. And I have a few people that I follow already who are doing what I want to do. And I'm not ashamed even to mention them here on this broadcast. Dr. Tim Story, Dr. Sunday Adelaja, Dr. Charles Awuji, and men talk about Pastor Derek Schneider. These guys are doing things that I just want to do. And I'm following them keenly. I'm watching them. I'm listening to them. I'm attending their seminars, their mentorship programs. I'm reading their posts. I mean, sometimes Dr. Charles Awuji post a long things on WhatsApp, and I will read up to the end because I'm like, I want to understand everything. I want to understand everything. I want to learn as much as I can. Get somebody that you follow keenly, somebody that you follow with all interest, because that person is going where you want to go. Number 9, positive confession. Speak good about yourself. Speak good about yourself. Speak positive about yourself. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to prosper. I'll do that thing. Yes, I'll make a deal tomorrow. I'll close that deal tomorrow. Just speak positive about yourself. Never criticize yourself. Never speak negative things about yourself. And the last one, love people. Because I'm telling you, if you have to make it anywhere, you need people. If you are going to sell your product, you need people. Don't say, I don't need anyone. No, you are alive. We all need people in our life. Therefore, love people on purpose. Love people on purpose. Well, that is all for tonight. Thank you very much for those who came through to watch me. Please share. If you just look down there, you see your comments, you see your share buttons and your like. Just please press those buttons, man. Just press those buttons. And then don't forget your notification button, so that every time I'm online, you'll be notified that I am online. I just want to apologize for those who are watching me or supposed to watch me on Facebook. I don't know, something just happened. My Facebook doesn't want to work, and I noticed that somebody wanted to help me while I was there. I was busy, but I will try to see how I'm going to work on it. Thank you very much for watching me. Have a blessed day. This is your host, Saltel Kupololo, and this is Equip History Makers. We are just mentoring each other to be better us. Have a blessed evening.